During this Christmas, what are we to do in order to find real joy? During our lifetime, we experience both joy and pleasure. However, there is a huge difference between joy and pleasure. Pleasure is just a momentary feeling that comes from something external. For an instance, we can gain pleasure by having a delicious meal, by going for a party, or by purchasing expensive materials. Pleasure emerges from satisfying our bodily sensations. Sometimes we misunderstand this temporary pleasure as real happiness. Therefore, in order to keep up this good feeling, we try to have more food, more money, and more things. But all these things give us only a momentary pleasure. On the other hand, real joy is a long-lasting feeling. Joy does not come from something external. Joy comes from within. People may experience pleasure by acquiring more material goods, but joy comes to us by giving out and sharing the things that we have. Today, we lack joy because we are always ready to gain more things and not ready to sacrifice. Therefore, during this Advent, let us reflect what we are to do in order to find real joy. Today is Gaudete Sunday. Gaudete means to rejoice. Today's liturgical theme is joy, to find real joy in the Lord. In today's first reading, Prophet Zephaniah would say, "The Lord, the King of Israel, is with you. Therefore, do not fear any misfortune, but be happy and cry out with joy." The prophet announces that God has come amidst them as a saving warrior, and he has revived his love for his people. Since he would drive away all the evil and take away their fears, people of Jerusalem are to rejoice in the Lord. In the second reading, St. Paul tells Philippians to rejoice in the Lord in all circumstances. Though he was in the prison, he was able to find joy during his imprisonment. Then he continues, "May everyone experience your gentle and understanding heart." What a beautiful expression is that! When we are gentle towards others, when we approach others with an understanding heart, it creates joy and happiness in others. When you approach others with a joyful smile, it becomes contagious. It also creates a smile in their faces. St. Paul further advises them not to be anxious about anything because the Lord is near. Therefore, he tells them to pray with joy. We too can keep up this joyful attitude when we fix our hearts and minds on Jesus Christ. In today's Gospel, three kinds of people approached John the Baptist. All of them had the same question. Those people were not at all happy. In fact, they asked what they should do in order to find real joy. First, John the Baptist tells the ordinary people what they should do in order to find real joy. They are told to share the food and clothing with those who do not have. Food and clothing are basic necessities. We find true joy not by hoarding up things for us, but by sharing them with the needy. Next, the tax collectors ask what they should do. They are asked to be honest and sincere in their job. He tells them not to collect more than the fixed amount. By being honest in everything that we do, we can find true joy. Finally, John the Baptist tells soldiers what they should do. He tells them not to threaten people and grab things. So, those who are vested with power and authority are told to do their job responsibly and to follow the law. Today, are we searching for true joy, or are we hunting for pleasure? Every Christmas, we try to buy new clothes, new gifts, new gadgets and stuff in order to satisfy ourselves. Most of the time, we buy these materials for the sake of buying, and we do not use them more than once a year. Certain clothes that we buy are not worn more than once a year. But how many of us try to share the food, clothing and stuff that we have in excess? There are many who are in need at orphanages, elders' homes and poor houses. Also, many try to earn money by dishonest ways, but it doesn't bring them true joy. Without stealing and cheating, we can toil hard and earn money honestly. And they are happier than those who earn by corrupt means. Moreover, Lord tells us not to get things done by power and force, but to live and work in a respectable manner. So, if we need to find true joy during this Christmas, we must undergo a real conversion. During this Christmas, we need to turn away from our selfishness and dishonest ways. So, let us rejoice in the Lord by beginning to live a righteous life.